Hello, Christine. Thank you for your time. This is Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to show you some techniques, tips, and tricks you can use on your website to increase your online traffic, your leads, and the business. And two is to compare your website to local competitors' website in the area, see if those techniques could outrank them, get you on the first page of Google, which increase your online presence and your leads. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, citations. So whatever I talk about here, they're free tips to you, but otherwise, let's talk about these steps for your business. So first is content. So on your content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition, number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right now I actually got a beautifully nice laid out website. Nothing wrong with this website at all. I love all the headings right here. As you scroll down, very approachable. It talks about what you do. How to save for your customers. So a very strong site, but there's some things you could do on the back end of your site that you really can't see that increase your searchability with Google. And that's just increasing your relevant content and your keywords. So speaking of Google, if I lived in Chandler, Arizona area, I might type this in, plumbing services, Chandler, Arizona, and here's what typically comes up. A lot of times ads come up here, and they're a good investment if you haven't already. But data just shows consumers a lot of times they skip over the ads, they keep scrolling down to the page. And this is the map pack here with citations. This is important, but I'll talk more about that later. We call these organics right here. So we feel it's most important to organically be on top of the page as much as you can for any kind of service you provide for or area you provide for, not just Chandler, but all the areas that you serve. Typically, we don't count directories like Yelp and Angie's List because consumers, for the most part, they're going to click on a local business for a service, especially if it's an emergency type of service, which you guys do as well. So scrolling down, you see some top competitors in the area. So again, the goal is eventually with your website to get up here, but even if you start somewhere in the middle, if you could outrank this guy, this website right here, you get on the first page, that's going to bring you a lot of value, a lot of traffic, a lot of leads. So to do that comparison, I'll compare your website to this Hansen Family Plumbing. And to do that, we use a tool here called Ahrefs, and this is your URL right here. So right now, you got 35 keywords, so that's something I would definitely increase, as I said, the content and the keywords. And you get very creative on your keywords. I mean, you guys do a lot of services. You do all these air conditioning, heating, you got HVAC. You could tag all those buyer intent services and just tag them to the cities you go to as well, and you could increase your keywords literally overnight. So just think about, definitely keep these, and you want to have high volume, the better, but keep adding these every month, and that's how you start dominating your competitors. Speaking of a competitor here, so here's Hansen Family Plumbing. Here's a URL. So here's their website. See, they're using 474 keywords. Great thing about keywords, you don't have to recreate the wheel. You do a deep dive in websites and your competitors, and anything that applies to you, you tag them on your website, you optimize them, and then you get that search volume. For instance, if you have drain cleaning companies near me, if you do that, you put that on your website if you don't have it already, and you get that search volume. So it looks like a lot of these apply to you. So if they're not on your website, tag them on there, and that's how you start not only matching your competitors, but start dominating your competitors with more keywords. Secondly is backlink. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linking to your website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, which Google uses that to build trust in your business by seeing others vouch for you. It's also like a popularity contest. A person with the most backlinks wins, but keep this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have relevant, strong backlinks to your industry. If you have links outside your industry, it doesn't do you any good, it doesn't give you that trust power with Google. So right now you're using 53 backlinks with 8 reference domains. Compare that to this local competitor here that we're trying to outrank on that first page. They have 364 backlinks with 90 reference domains. Same thing with backlinks. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You do a deep dive in the backlinks. We can see which ones are showing or which are strong and following. You can link them to your website as well, and then you add to them every month. So eventually you get to these numbers and you match them, but you keep adding to them. Then you start dominating your competition. So your traffic looks more like this instead of the traffic you're getting right here for your website. And then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. Citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. And if you have that Chandler, Arizona business address, you want to be in the top 3 here. Much like pages 2 and 3 of Google, people don't click this button right here for more services. So you want to be right in the front of the faces of consumers. And to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's hundreds of others you've probably heard of. Also, social media accounts work great here too. So the idea here is that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So with your website, once your content, your backlinks, your citations, once they all come together, you really start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's so worth it. To be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack, and up here, organically for all the service areas that you provide for. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's many more keywords you could use, as I said, to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this for you to start generating those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more, to continue scaling as far as you want, feel free to reach out. I could help you out with that, give you some more information, or we just talk about your goals. I could do the research to find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So again, if you leave me a line or two of feedback, your thoughts on the video, let them know your thoughts. And again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this was informative. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.